guys, it's Sheila Shimmers. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a video comparison. I recently reviewed one of the new concealers that just came out. This one is by COVERGIRL. It's the True Blend Undercover Concealer. And I said in one of my comments that I like this way more than the Tarte Shape Tape, and a lot of people asked me to just compare the two. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I have my 3 Tarte Shape Tapes right here, and then I have my COVERGIRL, and I already have them both on my face. So I feel like they look pretty similar. I feel like they're definitely this one is definitely a dupe for the Tarte. So if this one is one of your favorite concealers that you already use, or you've been thinking about getting it, then you should definitely try out this one because it's much more affordable. And yeah, you can go ahead and check out the video, and let's just go ahead and get started. Like I said, this one is a COVERGIRL True Blend Undercover Concealer. This one you can get it at Ulta or just your regular drugstore. This one retails for $11, and it comes in a variety of a bunch of shades. I believe not all of them are available at Ulta. I'm seeing about 9 or 10 at Ulta, but there's a ton of shades that you can choose from. I have the shade Buff Beige, which I think is a little bit too light for me, but that's surprising because Buff Beige is usually the shade that I always go with. So yeah, super affordable, $11. Brings 0.33 ounces, and it says that it's supposed to be full coverage. It says conceal, shape, and brighten with the COVERGIRL True Blend Undercover Concealer. So it says with more than 30 shades that match 99% of skin tones. So like I said, not all of them are available at Ulta. It does come with a doe foot applicator, very similar to the Tarte Shape Tape, and it's just really comfortable. I really like the packaging. So I love this one. I've been using it for like a ton since I bought it. I feel like I haven't put it down. I have another one as well that I've been loving that I want to do also a dupe video for that one as well, because that one is just insanely good. The Tarte Shape Tape, I feel like I'm just gonna go over this really quickly because a lot of people just are familiar with this. This one is probably one of the most hyped products on YouTube in the last like 2 years. And honestly, a lot of people swear by this product. I don't particularly. There was a time where I thought that this was my favorite concealer, but then I started realizing that it actually creased on me. So I don't use it as often. I did have a ton of shades of this one. I only have 3 left. But you can see that I have 3 of them, so I did really like it at one point. So the Tarte one is a little bit more pricey. It retails for $27. It's also supposed to be full coverage, and you can obviously get this at Ulta. It also brings 0.33 ounces, so there's a $16 difference right there, and they're both supposed to be full coverage. It says that it conceals all imperfections and doubles as a contour and highlight product. It is creamy, easy to blend formula that won't flake or crease, nourishes with mango seed and shea butters, and helps illuminate the skin for a lifted effect. So it is vegan, dermatology tested, and cruelty free. So it is a lot more pricey than the COVERGIRL, and I honestly do think that these two pair up against each other. So we're just gonna see how they both look on my face, and let's just go ahead and kind of do the demo part of this video. I'm gonna be applying a little bit of this foundation. This one is a Maybelline Dream Urban Cover. I have this one in the shade 128. I remember not being able to like get over the scent of this foundation, but we shall see, because it smells a lot like SPF, but nonetheless it's a really nice foundation. It's a little bit dry for my skin, but I have noticed that my skin is like a mixture of like, I don't know, not oily, but it's been getting a little bit more shiny lately, and then I also have some areas that are super dry as well, so it's kind of like a combo right now. I have been noticing that since I've been using the Elemis mask that came on my BoxyCharm, my skin has improved a lot. Like, all the dry areas that I had have improved a lot. So just wanted to throw that out there in case you did get it in the box. It's a really good mask. Alright, I feel like right there it looks really good. What I'm going to do next is just apply both of the concealers that I have. I'm going to start with the Tarte first. Then right here I have 3 shades, so I'll be just seeing which one matches the COVERGIRL better, and then I'll be using that shade. I have the shades Light Medium, Light Honey, and Medium right here. I'm also going to be showing you the COVERGIRL right here. I have the shade Buff Beige, and this is how the little bottle looks like. As far as size, I feel like they're both identical. They both have like that little tube and then the cap on the top. Obviously they don't look alike. I'm not saying that they resemble each other whatsoever, but I will show you how the doe foot applicators look on both, because these are very similar in size and in shape and everything. So just look really similar. I'm going to start with light medium, and I'm just going to just swatch a little bit on my hand. This is light medium from the Tarte. This is Buff Beige from the COVERGIRL, and I feel like they're a really good match. Light medium honey, because I feel like this one would look just a tiny bit better. No, this one is way too light in the far left. So I'm just gonna go with these two. I'm gonna be using the Tarte Shape Tape in light medium, and then the COVERGIRL True Blend Undercover on my left side in buff beige. So these are the two that I'll be using. I'm gonna start with the Tarte Shape Tape because it's the one that I know the most. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit under my eyes, and I always like to cover my lids as well. And then I kind of just cover like little imperfections whenever I see like there's a pimple or anything. I don't know if to go down the side of my nose, but I guess we'll just do it for the hell of it. So I'll just put it right there. I don't really like to put it anywhere else unless I am like having breakouts or anything, which I don't see anywhere. On this side, I feel like I have a little bit more. So I'm just gonna be blending this out with my sponge. I know a lot of people really prefer the Tarte Shape Tape, and there's some occasions where I really like it, but for the most part, it does really crease on me. So that is the reason why I prefer the COVERGIRL in my opinion, but you know, obviously a lot of people do like this. I feel like it's a great base for eyeshadows. It really is, because the colors definitely do come up really nicely on top of it. But for some reason with my skin type, it just really creases. So there you can see that it covered a lot. It's definitely not the most full coverage concealer that I have to date, but you can see the difference right there of how much like it covered. So I'm gonna go with the COVERGIRL now, and I'm gonna put the same amount of product on the other side. And just a little bit down the nose. I feel like this one is a little bit more full coverage than the other one, but we shall see, because sometimes you have an impression of how something works, and then when you actually try it, it's nothing like it. Okay, so the Tarte Shape Tape definitely covered a lot more than I thought. I'm gonna put just a little bit more of that COVERGIRL to see if I can match both sides. I feel like right there, everything is kind of covered. I'm seeing a little bit of darkness peeking through, but guys, I honestly like slept like 2.5 hours, so I don't expect this to like do a miracle of me. I'm just gonna set it a little bit better, but I can still see my darkness on this side. I feel like the darkness on this side, it's always a lot more like emphasized than this side. So I feel like this is definitely doing a good job at, you know, concealing everything. This one right there, I just want to show you guys how it looks before I set it with powder. I feel like it looks really nice. I feel like the texture of my skin looks really nice as well. Everything is covered. I don't know, I really like it. This one is starting to crease on my lids a little bit. My lids tend to like be a little bit on the oily side for some reason, and I don't really know how to fix that. But if you have some suggestions, let me know below, because this always happens to me. My lids crease. So yeah, now we're just gonna be setting it with powder and then going about our day and seeing how these two babies perform. I'm gonna be using this powder. This is the Hydra Mist Set and Refresh powder by Becca. This one came on my BoxyCharm for this month, and I really like it. It has a really cool cooling effect, which is something really weird and I wasn't expecting. I think I really like it. It does a great job at just, you know, blurring out everything. So I'm just gonna be pressing down on this, and I'm only gonna set right there where I put the concealer and a little bit on my forehead. So you can see right there how it really did a good job at blurring everything. It does leave a little bit of film, like a color film. I think it looks really good, in my opinion. I'm just gonna be finishing up the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back to show you guys the final results. Alright guys, so this is it right here. I feel like it looks really nice. I feel like the concealer on both sides looks actually perfect. The shades match really well as well. I feel like it doesn't look any different on each side. I am seeing a little bit more darkness on this side. I do kind of have like a much emphasized like little, you know, thing right here going on than this side. I feel like this side is a lot more smooth, but they both feel really different. This one is definitely starting to crease just a little bit, and this side I'm seeing a little bit of two lines right there. I do find the COVERGIRL to be as creamy, if not more creamy, than the Tarte Shape Tape. They're very similar in consistency. I just really like how this one just performs on me a lot better, because I do need a little bit more product to get to the full coverage that I need, but it does last throughout the day and it doesn't crease as the Tarte does to me. So I'm wearing I don't want to forget, I'm wearing the COVERGIRL on my left side and then the Tarte on my right. But yeah, overall I feel like it looks really nice. It doesn't have, I don't have anything to like, you know, say right now that I'm noticing like much different, but so far it looks really good. Hi guys, we are back. I did forget to mention this morning that I put this makeup on at 6:30 in the morning. Right now it is 12 p.m. so I've had this on for a little while, and I don't know that I see much difference from when I started. I feel like my lines are just like accentuated just a little bit more on both sides. Honestly, I'm gonna look up so you guys can really see what I'm talking about, but you can see the lines right there that are like really accentuated. As far as coverage and just texture, I feel like it still looks the same. Really preferring kind of the Tarte Shape Tape right now, just because I feel like right here I'm showing a little bit of my darkness. You can just see it peeking through. But overall, I feel like it doesn't look bad whatsoever. I feel like my skin still feels pretty smooth. The coverage is there. I'm showing a little bit of lines, but honestly, that's not something that truly like bothers me at all. And especially when you're wearing like heavier, you know, eyeshadow than I'm wearing right now, you can definitely hide that as well. So I feel like I really like it. So yeah. Not showing very like dewiness anywhere other than my forehead, but I didn't really apply concealer there. So that is definitely the foundation. So I am back. It is 3:17 right now, so it's been about 9 hours, almost 9 hours since I've had this on, and I think I have my thoughts together. First of all, my foundation is not looking the very best, especially on my forehead, but that's besides the point. I think the concealers on both sides are looking a little bit tired. I feel like on both sides I'm seeing that my lines are very accentuated. It didn't really crease on me or anything, but it's looking very textured, and allergies were just killing me today, so my mascara I feel like ran down a little bit, but that's not really the concealer's fault, but I just want to mention that so you know that that's what's happening. I feel like I have my thoughts together. On the COVERGIRL side, which is my left side, I feel like this one looks really good. I don't feel like this one covered as much as the Tarte, but it did a really good job, and I definitely felt like I could have kept building that if I wanted to, because it can get really full coverage if you wanted to. This one is very comfortable. It doesn't feel heavy under your eyes whatsoever, which is something that I feel with the Tarte. This one is a little bit too heavy for me, but nonetheless, it's not like the heaviest. Like, it's not gonna feel caked up under your eyes or anything. This one is just very comfortable for like day to day, so I really like this one. This one's also very affordable. It is much less expensive than the Tarte, and it definitely gives you a smooth finish. It has a really creamy consistency to it, and the applicator on this one is just as good as the Tarte, so you can't beat this one. This one is probably one of my favorite ones at the moment, so I really think I like it. It's super long lasting, and I feel like everything looks really nice. It has really nice coverage. I feel like after 9 hours, I'm not really expecting much from a concealer, you know what I mean? I feel like comparing the two, I feel like the Tarte side definitely looks a little bit more textured than the COVERGIRL, but this one does definitely have a good applicator. Like I said, both of them have kind of the same one, and this one is very long lasting. The only thing with this one is that it does feel a little bit more heavy, and that it does dry very quickly, so you have to work with it a little bit faster. So those are my only two things. I kind of wrote down my notes when I was at work, but they both do look really natural. They provide really good coverage. The only thing is that you have to be mindful of how much money you're willing to spend, and if you can get this one for much less, I would go ahead and just purchase this one and try it out. I also feel like I don't have my right shade on the COVERGIRL, because I feel like the shade that I applied today was a little bit too light for me, especially with me being tan for the summer. So yeah, those are my thoughts on these two products right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you were looking forward to a comparison between the two, I hope this helped you. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. As always, please don't forget to subscribe below, like this video, and leave me your comments down below letting me know which one was your favorite, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye!